Good morning. Country music star Faith Hill once said, "Everybody wants you to do good things, but in a small town, you pretty much graduate and get married. Mostly, you marry, have children, and go to their football games." This quote has special meaning to me because I am that small town girl. I was born and raised in Washburn, Illinois. Everybody said that if you drive through Washburn, if you blink, you'll miss it. There was one major highway going through Washburn, Illinois, and that is the highway that I, Joanne, took to the rest of my life. Upon graduating from high school, I decided that I did not want to go back to school. I've always known that I wanted to be a nurse, but just wasn't ready for college. So in the fall of 1986, at age 16, I joined the Army Reserves. And actually, my parents had to sign for me to join the reserves. When I graduated in 1987, I went to basic training at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. When I left for Fort Jackson, South Carolina, there were two jobs that were available to me. One was a chaplain's assistant and the other was a dental assistant. I knew that dental assisting would get me closest to the medical field, so I opted to be a dental assistant. When I went to basic training, I went into basic training at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Now, anybody that knows Fort Jackson, South Carolina knows that there's all sand and no grass at all. It was hot, it was during the dead of summer, and I remember being very naive and having poor body language. Just an example of some of the stuff that I went through was, at one point, I gave my drill sergeant a dirty look, and I don't know if you've ever held an M16 in front of you, but after about 4 minutes, that 7.9-pound weapon gets very heavy. Well, I had to do that for 20 minutes. You can believe that at that point in time, I never gave my drill sergeant a dirty look again. When I got back from basic training in AIT, I decided that I did not want to be stuck in the small town, so I joined the regular Army and left for Germany in 1988. When I was in Germany, I won Soldier of the Quarter and was awarded a trip to Berlin. The trip to East and West Germany was quite amazing. The differences in the economy, it was so drab in East Germany when we were driving through the country, and when we got to West Germany, it was very vibrant and full of life. After my time in Germany, I came back to Fort Knox and got out of the Army in 1992. I spent some time in the National Guard, and in 1994 I exited the military. For the next, from 1994 to 2007, I worked as a dental assistant, and I had a very successful career. I worked for a company that was called Heartland Dental, and in October of 2007, I resigned my position. And at that point in time, I went into nursing school. As you can see, Faith Hill's quote does hold meaning for me. Did I marry? Yes, I did. I'm married to my best friend of 22 years. Did I have children? Yes, I did. I have 2 beautiful daughters. I don't do the football games, but I do the soccer games. But going back to that highway, I did take it out of that small town, and which led me to be a success for the rest of my life. Thank you.